We've just talked Bruce Jones, folks, and I thought I'd have to add this one. I don't know if you heard him today or not, as I say, it was on that there Talk Sports. If you did, you'll have probably heard the guy that preceded him and actually followed him because they had some sound issues. That's Des. Now, a proper superstar, this one, Des Lynam. Alright, he's not been on the screens for a good while now, but a proper superstar, brilliant at what he did, absolutely no question. Yeah, they had Des on there, he was promoting his new book. I'd read about it before, I heard about it before. He's got a book out. It's a fanciful thing about animals. It's something where he's watching animals from his window and he's come up with these things that they'd say to one another. These like witticism, jokey things that if they could talk, they would say. He's imagined things. He's put it in book form. And Jimmy Hill's wife, as was, she's done all the old, what's it called? You know what I mean, all the pictures and all. Graphics! She's done all the graphics because that's what she does. And he's very close to Jimmy's wife because he was very close to Jimmy. They were very, very, very good friends outside the studio. Anyway, he's talking about his book there, and I thought to myself, oh my God, it's just as well they announced him at the start and I know who it is. Because there's no way on God's green earth I would have known who it was. The reason I brought this up, and I just want to know, did anybody else listening to him on TalkSport today? And if they did anybody miss the start of the interview? Because I'll tell you now, if you did, you've not got a clue who it was. You've absolutely not got a clue. You've really not. You know, they kept referencing him, Des. They mentioned his name a few times. Just his Christian name, Des. Still wouldn't know who it was. It could have been Des O'Connor as much as Des Lynam. It could have, and Des O'Connor's been dead, got 10 years. That's how close he was to... He was as close to Des O'Connor as he was to Lynam. I'm telling you now. He really was. And I'm thinking to myself, I can't believe how much his voice has changed. And it's weird, like, my dad is in his late 80s now. To me, he sounds exactly the same as he always had. Now, it's different when you see someone every week, every month. Even if the voice changes, you don't notice it, and I do appreciate that. But I'll tell you now, if somebody hadn't seen my dad for 40 years, and they heard his voice today, they'd know who it was. It might have changed ever so slightly. Yeah, ever so slightly, as we get older, but they'd know who he was. With Des, you wouldn't have a clue, and I thought to myself, well, has he not been well? Because to me, I've known the odd person where the voice changes completely. And normally they've been really ill or they are ill. Now, Des did say he was playing golf till only 2 years ago. He stopped doing that now. But I can only think, even if his health's okay today, I would imagine he must have had a bout of bad health or something. Or he must be a lot weaker than he used to be. Because he just didn't sound like him at all. Honestly, I was shocked. I was really shocked. There wasn't any part of the interview where I thought, oh, that sounds like Des Lynam. And Des had a very distinctive voice. He really did. I'm just wondering, did anybody else hear it? And if you did you think the same? Even if you knew who he was, because they told you, I mean, I knew who he was because they said, he's Des Lynam. But as I'm hearing him, I'm thinking, you don't sound anything like Des Lynam. It could have been a stand-in. It could have, honestly. It'd have been a bad stand-in. Mike Yao would have done a better job as Des Lynam than Des Lynam did. I mean, Mike's not with us anymore. But Mike could do a better job as Des than Des did. That's 100%. 100%. You wouldn't have known who it was. It shocked me. It really did. I wonder if anybody else heard it. I wonder if anybody cares. It don't matter to me. I'm putting it out there anyway.